There we go. What up? What up? Yo, what up, Alex? What up, Mal? How are we doing today? Tonight. How's everybody's Labor Day weekend been? Eventful. That sounds good. Still gooning. Still gooning. Still enjoying this board quite a bit. Not looking forward to having to go back to work tomorrow. Yes. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. They really need to start giving us like a week, 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off at a time, right? Let me turn this music down a little bit. Or at least let us do like four days a week. Make some room real quick so I can scoop this board up. I did a bunch of prep in preparation for this build today. I didn't get to finish modding my switches, but I only have a couple left to do, I think. I think I have like 8 left to do or something. So we'll power through that real fast. And then we will get to it. I did already get stabs done and everything. I know, like kids get like summer break and winter break, and every Wednesday's like a half day. Like, come on, man. Come on. Hook it up. Hook it up. Us adults need rest too, if not more, because of how much time they get off. But it'll be a short week. This weekend's gonna be KeyCon, or not KeyCon, sorry, Keep Life. Looking forward to that. Oh God, it's a tangled mess, dude. I didn't see Matt. Matt's not in here, but this is gonna be a build for this dude. These are his favorite switches. Have you guys tried these switches yet? Anybody? They're Telios. Oh, I never even updated the build command. Maybe I should do that real quick too. My bad. Sorry, I just put eye drops in, so I can't see anything right now. Trav. Yeah, many people haven't. This is a lesser known keyboard from a project that ran a while back. It took a while to fulfill. The designer had some difficulties getting it fulfilled, but he's gotten the boards out to people. The PCB had some issues because of the high knee situation. So I actually modified a waffling 80 PCB just slightly to make mount holes for this. What was I doing? Okay. So these are the ones we're going to fix. And these are the ones that are done. Sick. We're going to power through this real fast. There shouldn't be too many here. And fortunately, I also cheated on the build. I had to make sure the PCB worked, so I went ahead and installed the daughter board and went through that whole process, which took a little bit. So we'll save ourselves some time. Hopefully get you guys to bed, ready for work tomorrow at a decent hour. Yo, what up, Chris? How you doing, brother? Look at this. Finally, some non-cherry switches. This might be the only time you've tuned in where I haven't done cherries. How's your weekend going, man? Busy and productive. Good. Good adjectives. Yeah, mine's pretty busy too. By the way, I tried using Desky's films for this. Holy crap, are those annoying. Not the films themselves so much, but like the material that they come in, and then like having to get them out and everything. Gee, it's just a pain in the ass. Total pain in the ass. Am I the only one that feels that way? Yeah. You know, I've heard you don't need to film them, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I've also heard people say you should film them. So I don't know. YOLO. It's not like it adds a ton of time to it. You only use Desky's? Man. TX Desky's annoying. Yeah. I think TX are just too easy to, you know what I mean? And they fit. These are the 0.125 or whatever they are, millimeter. PC ones. They're just easy. And honestly, I did a couple, when I first started, I did a couple of Desky films. I didn't hear any difference at all. Like, at all. So, no difference, no sound changes. I didn't notice any less or more wobble between the two, so why not just go with the easier ones? PC all the way. I'm not doing my assembly line approach today because these guys, I'm using 22 millimeter springs, and it is a freaking pain to keep these stems on top of them when I have them all lined up. So we're going one by one. I've never used Telio switches. So the only reason I'm using these switches is because matte, well, two reasons. One, theming. The color is going to be like literally perfect for the board. And two, because Matt is like a huge fan of these and has been telling me to use them for a minute or try them out. And I've heard a few of his sound tests and I actually like the way they sound. Plus, I kind of wanted to change it up, you know. I do have some, what am I doing? I do have some of the prototype PCBs coming eventually for this board, so I can always do a rebuild with Cherry. See how it sounds. It's got an interesting design that I'll show you guys in a sec. But it uses a through weight, and then it uses like a plate to cover the through weight. So initially it kind of looks like there's this giant like coated weight on the inside, but that's not the case. It's just like a plate. So I'm curious how that affects sound. We can experiment with like taking it off. No, these are Gaterons. They're made by Zeal. And some proprietary molding dealio. I don't know. Somebody please educate me. I didn't have time to look it up. Oh, I didn't even freaking film that one. F minus. They're insanely expensive. They were on sale, and even then they were expensive. So these might be a one and done for me personally, unless they're like truly incredible sounding. Rip. I did get them from Thought King. Because I think the only place you can get them from is like Zeal directly, and they're in Canada. And with the import stuff going, I mean the tariff stuff going on, I wasn't sure if it was going to be an issue. Amazon too. Are they? I think they're more expensive on Amazon now. Maybe not. Hopefully not. You used these a long time ago and you liked them, but I wouldn't buy them again. Fair enough. How do they stack up in your opinion to like other GODSSON switches? What makes them different from your from what you can recall anyway? I know it's been a while. I want to say they're like $11 per switch, like pack of 10 or something like that right now, on Zeal, or whatever the name of the site is. I can't remember the name of the site. That sounds similar to what Matt said. Yeah, they're insane. Dude, look at the original price. I think that's the discounted price. I want to say they're like $14 per pack of 10. It's just insane. Sorry for boring you guys to death with this. My wife was actually out of town. She took our car keys, and we have one key for our mailbox. So I was like, damn it. I had everything else done, and I was like, let me go get the switches and get started. Nope. Rip. These sound nice, but MX Blacks are more than good enough for me. Yeah, fair. If it wasn't for the theming for this build, and for the fact that I'm streaming this, right, if it was like a personal build, I'd probably just stick with Cherry 2. Especially given the price. But this board is a top mount only board, so I'm very curious how it's going to sound given the weight design. And there's like no sound test for this thing anywhere at all. We might be the first, guys. Breaking content. 7 Telios V2 switches, 67G for $850 each. Oh my god. Wait, it's a pack of 7? What? What's the maths on that? I can't math right now. Yeah, this was a very small group buy. The creator of this board also created the Foundation. That's the other board that he's got a couple boards actually, technically. But the more popular one, or at least the only other one I could find any like public information on, was the Foundation FE or something like that, which is a 65. But I actually like the design aesthetic of this board. It's inspired by Jordans, like the sneaker, some rarer ones, and 808s and Heartbreak, which is an album by Kanye West, one of his pre-off the deep end Kanye's. I mean, that might have been the precipice of going off the deep end, to be honest. But I love that album in college. So it can't be only. They also got they have a newer switch. I think it's called the Perlio. That looked kind of interesting. But I couldn't stomach the price. So I was like, we're gonna do this and call it. And I believe this group I started like in 2020 or maybe 2021. It was definitely pandemic era DDS pricing, because I think the kit was like $800. Oof. 2020. Well, hopefully this is worth the effort. Did you use them stock or did you mod them, Alex? Just lubed. Oh, you use the stock springs? Interesting, interesting. By the way, congrats again on your win, dude. Congrats again on the win. Anybody else enter the 500 CM raffle for extras? Trav, did you enter it? I was kind of new to the hobby, so I didn't really know my preferences. Oh, you know what? I remember you telling me those like the first switches you got, right? You just like went straight to the deep end. I did a similar thing though. I think I bought, I got the Odin 75, which was like my first keyboard kit, mechanical keyboard kit, and then I bought GAT inks. Like, just like the most expensive switch I could find. It must be the best sounding one, right? And I put it in a freaking Odin with a bunch of foam, so you couldn't really even hear it anyway. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. For which board? For the 500 CM. Alex won a spot. I actually haven't checked to see if I won. I don't even know if I won. I mean, I doubt it. Your first board was the Sonnet and FM NetApp. That sounds right. About right. I don't have anything against that, by the way. I know a lot of people that actually prefer that sound profile versus us purists. The creamy sound, right? That's what they call it. One board that actually sounded pretty decent, I only used the plate foam in it, was that Mr. Taxi that I built, the Matrix Mr. Taxi, with some KL VCPs, I think it was, or BSON VCPs. It had a very interesting sound. Then I realized I hit it 75%. You know, that's funny. It's the same thing that I did. I got the Odin was a 75. And I was like, I hate this thing. This is so dumb. Sorry, apologies to anybody that's their favorite layout. It's just very awkward and weird to me. It is all preference. Yep. Great thing about this hobby, man. And the people in it. I love the hearty debates we get into in our server. Just, it's fun. It's fun stuff because everybody's got their take on what they like and what they don't like. And no one person can say they have the definitive answer, right? Of like, what's the best. I mean, there shouldn't be a one-size-fits-all solution to how you build a keyboard anyway, right? Keyboard should have some character and differences. I didn't think that coming into the hobby. I think my perspective has grown for sure since being here, though, and building more and more things and finding more variety. How many Telios did I buy? About 100. I had a Jelly Epoch and foamed it all up. I thought it sounded amazing. Dude, we're all in the same boat. Maybe that's just how it's supposed to go. You just, you buy your 75, you foam it up, and then you're like, nah, man, I'm going straight to grills from now on. That's how it goes. Most people that stay come for the thok and stay for the clack. I like that saying. You should put that on a t-shirt, dude. Sell that at Keeb Life or KeyCon or something. That's great. You know, it's funny because I feel like that's also the hook for a lot of, or at least the average person, right? A person that doesn't have a friend in the hobby or hasn't been introduced to it through some other way. Like the videos that are going to penetrate and reach them are all of the budget board stuff that's out there, right? Targeting that profile, that creamy sounding sound profile. So pretty much everyone's going to enter the hobby targeting that sound profile until they realize there's other stuff out there. Adept, what up, man? Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good Labor Day weekend. I still love foam, but I did realize that I don't really need the F-Pro at some point, and I don't have to. So yeah, I don't know. I have nothing against foam. I think some boards really, really sound good with foam. Like the Eve 65, for example, right? Sounds awesome with the foam kit. I mean, I feel like it's catered to that build, yeah. I want to put on today's end game is tomorrow's MM. The story of my life, dude. Story of my life. I feel like I have a couple of end games for sure. Like boards I know I will probably never sell unless I absolutely have to or something, you know, God forbid. And they're sort of all over the place, right? I think the three that come to mind like immediately, at least right now for me, are the Forever 65, which I got for $550, which I mean, it's expensive, but it's not like hype pricing stuff, right? The Ecliptica, obviously. And that's not just because it's the expensive variant. Like I think if I had gotten the regular copper one, I'd still think the same exact thing. I really, really, really like that board. And the Tosaka for me. That Meg board has been growing on me though. This board is, I mean, for a random one-off Jane clone, like I love it. It sounds so good. It's definitely a good consolation prize after giving up the Jace, I should say, the V2CE. I think we have enough. How many do I have in here? Let's see. I did 70, 80. That's like 90, I think. Let's do a couple more just in case. In case we have issues with my modding. Forever was definitely not forever for you. Yeah. And you know, maybe it's one of those build specific boards. I didn't try it with like an aluminum plate. It came with the build. And then the only other plate I had for it was a palm plate. So I did my Brixies on palm, and I love the way that thing sounds. Also the way it looks. Palm was hands down the best build. Yeah, especially with the Spacebar. Yeah, I actually like the way my Spacebar sounds too, even with the Brixie build. Yeah, we're talking about the Forever 65 Keep. I really, really like that board. I need to try more of the DM boards. And the other boards I want to pick up soon or get into soon are Bowls keyboards. Every time I see you, I remember that I need to try more Bowl keyboards. I've been eyeing an OC 62 for a minute. Forever's goated. I know, man. It's like I feel like it's seriously underrated at this point. I know there was a point in time where it was very hype and very expensive, but given how much the price has fallen, I feel like it's an absolute steal at that price. Because you're getting like, in my opinion, it sounds better than a Kohaku. And it looks better than a Kohaku to me. That's obviously subjective. Yeah, I agree. I truly agree with that. couldn't get it to sound great, even plateless. Really interesting. Oops. Maybe just had a bad board, Trav. Batch variance or something. Then again, I haven't tried an aluminum plate or anything else. I do want to try Nixie's on carbon fiber in it at some point. It honestly lost me at 75? What do you mean? Oh, the 7V. Sorry. I missed that sentence. After we launch, I'm going to try to get a DB to design a board. To get DB to design a board for us. Ooh, that'd be sick. When is that happening, by the way? Any news on that front? Have you guys made anything public yet? I don't know, man. These guys are tapped in. They might know something we don't know. Do I just finish? Nah, it's fine. We're seriously trying this month? Oh, to launch this month. Sick. Yeah, great. Good luck, man. Wish you guys all the best. I know it's a weird time with everything going on and the tariffs and shit, so good luck and Godspeed, friend. We'll do our part to support what we can. Okay. That's enough right now. Like I mentioned, we're going to cheat a little bit on our stabs because we already got some. And I got my PCB. Okay, wait. Getting way ahead of myself. Way ahead of myself, guys. Let me show you the board first, right? Let me show you the board. Bam. This is the static archive. HeartbreakTKL. This is a DDS board. It's got this really cool through-weight design. Mohit, what up, fam? Yeah, it's got that Tiffany blue colorway. The 808s and Heartbreak inspired symbol here and on the inside. I don't know if it's like just my screen, but there we go. And there's a seamless design, so no external screws, really clean. There you go. Now you get it, right? We had a theme. I mean, it's not like perfect, maybe, but it's close enough. Close enough. How much does it weigh? It's not very heavy. I'm gonna guess here. Let me pull it up. Let's pull out the scale. I'm gonna guess like 5 pounds, maybe? Unbuilt? There you go. Pretty good guess. 4.8. Yo. Thank you, Mohit, for the follow, fam. Welcome to squad. Yeah, about 4.8 pounds. So, not the heaviest board out there. Let's see how it sounds. Let me grab the PCB. So it uses non-standard mounting points. I think it's like a modified Jane plate. So I had to cut this thing up in a couple spots to make room for the mount points. Kaiju, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good weekend too. Whoa, there we go. Okay. So, oh, it's backwards, dumbass. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's get to it. Let me do this first. I traded the board. I traded it for a cloud line. Glad to see it. Active keyboard content, man. I'm trying. I've been streaming at least twice a week for like the past 4 months. I'm pretty new to the hobby myself. I've only been here since like November, so for me, I still got plenty of energy. Plenty of energy. Where did I put this thing? There it is. Okay. Oh, I forgot the plate. I gotta pull out the plate. Dude, I'm a mess right now. I can't think. Cloudline. I think this board retailed, I want to say it was $800 for the group buy at the time, which includes 2 PCBs and an aluminum plate. But it was like 2020, right? So I guess it was like peak COVID pricing, and DDS pricing was different back then as opposed to now. It's all, yeah, it's aluminum. The bottom weight is stainless steel. The through weight, I should say. And this board came with like a crazy amount of F&F colorways. So I'm wondering if that had something to do with how it was priced. I don't actually know how many of each colorway there are, but I've seen, if you go on the Discord, he's got screenshots, or sorry, pictures. Like actual pictures, not renders, of completed F&F boards in like every color. Come out. God dang it. Fail. Only problem with seamless design. It's so annoying to get these screws out. All right. So here's that inner weight cover that I mentioned earlier. So this is not, this is just a little thin plate piece, like aluminum plate that goes over the weight. I guess we'll try it with it on, and then we can try taking it off to see how, if it makes a difference in sound. Because it is, I don't think I've seen that on a aluminum style. Sorry, on a TKL before. All right. Trav, did you change your mind about Keep Life? You coming? You sneaking in? Or is anybody else going? What did I do? There we go. There we go. There's so many options on this PCB, it's like confusing. Confusing to look at. The wire, yeah, it was out already. I think I broke these ones in, so it's a little bit looser than normal, if I remember correctly. But I think we're okay now. And it wasn't sitting flush, so that's what caused the wire to pop out. All right, let's test these out real fast. By the way, I really like these PCBs. So if you're looking for a good universal, 87.5, 88, whatever you call them, 87.5, the Wooting 80. I mean, Wooting, Jesus Christ. The waffling 80. This is actually what I built the Meg with last time as well. Pause this real fast so we can hear these. Make sure there's no rattle. Damn, the shift bar is warped. Oops. Maybe a tiny bit in this one. It is seated properly. Yeah, I just need a little bit more lube. Tiny bit. Not bad though. Perfection. This is why I like APs, man. They're just easy. They're just easy. Do I use cherry? Almost exclusively, man. Almost exclusively. I do like the odd Gateron here and there, but almost everything I use is cherry. What am I doing? Music to your ears. Yes, it is, Trav. There we go. Flyback, what up, man? Happy Labor Day to you. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. Oh, I cut myself. Rookie move. Exactly. Just can't go wrong. Flyback, I got to try your board out. Your Nectar. Neats brought it to a meet in San Francisco. Like last weekend? Weekend before last weekend? Yeah, I love that thing, man. It was awesome. Yo, what up, Frank? Juice for this weekend, dude. Yeah, it was you know what was the most surprising part about it was the heft. It's got some heft to it, man. It doesn't look that big. It's deceptive when you look at it. Or I mean, sorry, that heavy. Yeah, it was a really cool board. Definitely sad I missed out. Should have bought it when I had the chance. Has lots of weights in it. It's sick. Hear that, Trav? You might have to try to secure yourself one of those. Trav likes heavy boards. Who doesn't like heavy boards, though? All right. Have either of you, Frank or Flyback, have you guys heard of this board? Because so far, nobody's heard of this board. Yes. Oh, really? Okay, there we go. Yeah, Frank, the Heartbreak. This specific one. Not fully. So I actually spoke to Armani about it. I didn't enter this group. I traded for this board. So I just found out about this board like a month ago. Somebody hit me up to do a trade. And I was like, hey, let me check this thing out. That was a whole rabbit hole. Yeah, I think it's been like 3 years. It's been like 3 years. So the board, I believe, for the most part, is fulfilled. The problem is they ran into issues with the PCB. I think because Heine was fulfilling it, and then that whole deal happened. So now Flying and McLovin have taken over. So people have have the board, but they don't have PCBs. Hence why I'm using this. I have a modified Waffling 80 in here. But I know Flying is pretty close to getting the prototype PCB done. So hopefully people get their boards soon, man. I was hoping to get this stream going and spread some positivity in that direction. You know what I mean? I know it's been a struggle for a lot of people. Armani seems like he's a good dude. Like he's trying his best to get it fulfilled. Like he could have just exit scammed, like we've seen many times, right? But he's still trying to get it done. Is it proprietary? So it's a modified. Here, let me try to show it to you. It's the only thing that's wrong. I think the only difference versus a regular 87.5 are the cutouts. It uses non-standard cutouts. So I had to well, this one has like every cutout possible, but I had to Dremel a bunch of stuff, like right over here to extend it, right over here to extend it, right over here. I think there was one more. But other than that, it's just an 87.5. Yeah, 3 years, bro. It's rough. I mean, that's rough. And I think it had to do with specifically because he wanted to go for a seamless design, right? It doesn't use any external screws. So I'm guessing, from what it sounds like, there's just been a lot of stuff that's gone wrong. He had multiple group buys going at the same time. He's in school, you know, it's one of those stories. Just unfortunate, but it does sound like he's trying his best to fix everything, to get these things fulfilled. And then last we spoke, he mentioned he wants to just take a break to reassess what he's doing, you know? Yeah, 835 at that time, man. The price was definitely steep. Yeah, dude, at that point, that's a lot of stress. I'm sure. I mean, I can't say I'm sure. I know there's a lot of bad actors, but for anybody that comes into this that wants to do it, you know, because they love it, and for it to backfire in that way, that's got to be hard. That's got to be tough on the mental, you know. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. He seemed really cool. I met IDOD. IDOD has been helping out. So that's the whole thread of unraveling what the history of this board was. I started with IDOD. He's the one that put me in touch with Armani. Oh, what am I doing? No. Yeah, I've seen too many young kids in this hobby thinking they can make money and then blow up. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. It's a good learning opportunity, right? It's also easier said than done, man. I'm running just a comm, right? I'm running a comm for Rukia for like 10 boards. And just handling the logistics of even just 10 boards when you don't know what you're doing, it's your first time, it's a lot. It's just a lot of moving parts and pieces. And then you got to try to stay, you know, as transparent about every step of it. And that's on top of your other responsibilities, right? So if you're a kid in school, that's a lot. For me, I'm a dad with kids and a career. Like, it's definitely more difficult than it looks. What did I get? Oh, yeah, the Corsa. We're running a Corsa commission. It's already being manufactured. Pretty close to done at this point. We're doing a 10 unit. It's like a gunmetal color. It's basically the same color as the Kaze gunmetal. Learning opportunity at people's expenses. Yeah, man. We're all young once, right? I'm sure some people do take advantage. And I mean, I don't want to speak for him. I've only had a couple of conversations with him, right? Like I said. But for him to have designed as many boards as he has, I don't think his desire was to like screw people over. You know, because that's, if he really wanted to, he could have just disappeared. It sounds sick. Yeah, I can show you some renders, man. I'll shoot you some renders. You can take a look at what we got going on. Super excited. I built the Corsa for a friend as a commission build. It was a silver unit, and I love that board. Like, man, I love that board. I know people give Rukia shit for that board because of the design aesthetic, right? Taking inspiration from Jane, taking inspiration from the Corsa 360C, right? I don't give a shit. It's an awesome board. It sounds great. He's made a lot of really cool changes to it, little slight modifications. It sounds phenomenal, and it's affordable. Like, he's not over here taxing people, right? He's running those things at cost. And yeah, I don't have 5K to spend on a 360C that I'm probably gonna have to take to the grave with me. If I get a 360, it would be my swan song in the hobby, most likely. Yeah, that's one of those. That is definitely an end game. Where do you even go from there? Right? You got to end the game at that point. I'm not going to name any names, but I know somebody that paid 10K for a CLS. That is crazy to me. So many boards. So many boards. Yeah. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I guess at that point you're not even worried about the return anymore. You know, like that's staying in your collection. Matt, what up, man? Where you been? Look what I'm running. Look what I'm running. Your favorite switches, dude. I actually just finished modding them on stream too. I passed out drunk after a flash. Welcome back to the land of the living, friend. Hopefully it's not too rough of a hangover situation leading into work tomorrow. Labor Day party? Nice. The question is, what did you buy while you were drunk? Facts, dude. How many boards did you buy, Matt? Do you even remember? Well, that's good at least. Teal's colorway stick with the spilled. Yeah, man. This was intentional. We were going hard on the theming. Come on. There we go. How did I mod them? Loop filmed and spring swapped them. So I did TX. I tried Desky's films, man. Fuck Desky's films. Not because they're a bad product, but goddamn, they take forever to put out. Like pull out of the packaging and then put in. Nah. I didn't have time for all that. So I did TX films. These were GODSSON 18 millimeter 55 gram springs, and then I lubed them with 205. Just a very light lube. I tried, but I did compare the Desky. I did two with Desky's. I compared them to these, and I couldn't hear any audible differences. Sick. Okay. Man, patience isn't even the right word for that. You got to be zen-like putting those things on. I think it took me like 5 minutes just to get through. What the hell did I even drop? 5 minutes just to get through even like two of them. Rip. Oh. I'll clean that up later. It's fine. Frank's everything set for this weekend, man? We forgot to book our hotels. I thought I booked the hotel. I low-key forgot I didn't. And then I had to talk to Awana because he's coming with me. We ended up having to do an Airbnb. We couldn't find anything. Everything's booked. And anything that was still open was like ridiculously overpriced. I've never seen hotel prices that expensive in my life. and these were like motels, charging like $1,000 for 2 nights. I'm like, what? What is happening? But we did find some solid Airbnbs, so we're good. We're all right. Let me grab this real fast. Yeah, dude. It was ridiculous. Not gonna lie. Next level ridiculous. All right. Alex, what extractor are you using? Or actually, both of you guys. What are you guys using? I got to figure out a new one. Ocado. So just bite the bullet and get that one. It's the only other one I've been looking at. Yeah, remember I got a replacement. I had the big one. The big one didn't work because the tubing broke, like arrived broken, had a hole in it. And then I had the same exact problem with the smaller version of it. It showed up and the tubing was broken, so I had no suction. And I was like, what is happening here? How do you have two models that have the same issue with the hose and not fix it? So I returned it. I just have a Kodo. It's mid. Well, what are the other options? It's good enough opening a window or fumes. I feel like that happens anyway. You made your own? What? Okay. Some serious engineering skills over there. It's powered off the 4 18650s. You're speaking a language I don't even understand, man. What is that? What is an 18650? I say as I'm soldering a PCB. Oh, sick. Okay. I'll take a look in a sec. Gas indeed. Matt, you still enjoying your Tosaka? There's the time to rotate. Yo, hello, and good night. Hope you had a good weekend. Appreciate you stopping in, though. Matt enjoying the bunny girl? Oh, the other Matt. Matt, sorry. There's two Matts now. There we go. Oh my god. It's a good thing I did it. Like almost every switch reseated there. Frank, you all set for this weekend, man? I think you missed my story about the hotel situation. Dude, almost none of these seated properly. I have to go back and do this again. I think it's because this PCB feels super thick. I think the holes are really tight. It's probably good for a 3-pin setup, but specifically the holes for the plastic pins. I'll switch to PC. I was asking if you're enjoying your Tosaka still. Which do you like more, Tosaka or Bunny Girl? Tosaka for sure? Main. It was just that initial build, huh? Just wasn't doing it. I don't know when mine's showing up. Hopefully it shows up this week. Or as Alex calls it, the Sailor Moon board. Cherry on PP. Classic combo. I don't know if you guys saw my message yesterday, by the way. I got through testing all of the bot juice. I should probably fix the one that has the USB-C not connection not soldered in. I don't know if Trav's still here. Cool little PCB. Almost there, boys. Darn it, spacebar. Got a bend pin. All right. Hopefully these Telios hit, man. I hope so too, dude. I really hope this board sounds good. The only sound test I heard, actually, I lied earlier. Armani was kind enough to share one from his personal unit, but it was blacks on Alu, and it did sound really good. So I think if blacks on aluminum sound good, then these should sound good in theory. And you know, worst case, doesn't, we'll rebuild it. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's wrap this up. This thing did nothing. I feel like it's getting worse every time I use it. Alrighty. I did test this PCB pretty thoroughly before, but let's just plug it in once. Make sure we're good. Swap these out real quick. Okay. Did I skip one? I think I skipped one. No, that was fine. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Oh, it's because it's bottoming out. It's bottoming out. Wait, did I skip a whole ass row? I skipped a whole row, guys. What am I doing? Fucking sleep at the wheel. Ah, rip. Rip. It's a good thing I tested that before I went back and did it again. That would have been terrible. Ah. We're gonna yellow this. I'm like, there's no way I fucked this up this bad. And I did indeed. Alright. So close, and yet so far away. Literally this whole row. At least it's a short row. Every single stream, something. Hey, I don't want to hear from you, man. You know better than most, okay? Shit's easier said than done. At least this time we don't got to desolder anything, right? Oh yeah, no shit. It's in the way. We're still tracking pretty quick. What time is it over there? 11? We'll probably finish earlier than normal, given we started late. It's 12 over there? Oh yeah, duh. Sorry. My bad. For you too? Oh yeah. Slept your evening away. Hey, at least you'll be rested for work tomorrow, right? I need to get back on my sleep schedule. Has been all over the place, like extra bad these last couple months. Oops. I think I'm averaging like 4, maybe 5 hours tops a week. A night, sorry. Not a week. That would be wild. It's just ass. All of the ass. Interesting. Okay. Let's double check this before I turn it off. Did I indeed get every switch? Get off me. Yeah, but I should probably tighten up some of this top row actually. That looks good. Okay. This needs a little bit more too. Okay. All right, part 2. Oh, I should clean it real quick too, though. Better check all of the sockets. I sort of did.
I think so. Looks good.
I'm gonna spot check my work. You know, I agree. Triple check, quadruple check. Let's get the isopropyl out. Oily, what's up? I missed one? What did I miss? I'm gonna triple, quadruple check this one. I think we're good. Yep. Yeah, we're good. We'll confirm it right now. One more test. What is this thing doing? Okay. Oh. This board needs dreaming. What's happening here? Dude, what is happening? All right, let me unplug this one. Okay, there we go. There's some weirdness going on. Unplug old board, plug in new board. Let me also move this over because I don't think this is in the right spot. There we go. Oh God. Okay, let's do the row that wasn't working last time. There we go. We already tested the top, but we can go back. We're good, guys. I don't see anything sticking in there this time. Paying attention for that. Sick. Nice. This board is gonna get, don't worry. Don't you guys worry. We got a nice little set for this guy. Okay. Is it easy made? What does that mean? What did I miss? Oh, JST, yes. I thought we were talking about keycaps. I was like, there's an easy make keycap set? What's this thing doing? Bro. Oh, I see. The one that I had in the 2K, my 2K? Yeah, I was not a fan of that at all. It's also the one that I think it's in the Lumen Key, right? The LX60, was it an easy made? It was a ribbon cable. It was. Ribbon cables with like the snap-in functionality. Okay. I don't think I've ever built an easy mate board. I'm not missing anything? All right, bet. It's only rated for 10? Oh my god. I guess if you're a one and done kind of person, sure. Let me clean this inside real quick too. All right. Be careful, you can get more. What are some examples of boards that use it? I kind of want to watch VOD, see how it is. Can't use universal PCBs. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's throw some caps on this thing. See how we did. Oh, the OS62 uses it? Interesting. So if I pick it up, I got that to look forward to. All right. We're breaking out the fancy stuff for this one. Fancy stuff. Oh, sorry, that sounds horrible. Okay, so we have some extras in here. I'm probably gonna need, but GMK. What is this? Keyboard & Co. This is a Key Black build indeed. What's up, Kim? More like lucky, Matt. More like lucky. This is called GMK Keyboard & Co. This board is actually designed around this keycap set. Or at least this colorway. Like I said, we're going hard on theming today. One thing I don't know is if there's an F13. We're going to figure that out, I guess. How many am I bringing? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I've had some requests from friends on certain boards to bring, so I got to figure it out. Matt. I spoiled this, by the way, if you did build. Are they giving out an artisan? I think for the first, I want to say 100 people that entered or got tickets, you get an artisan. There's an ass load of giveaways. I mean, join the Key Life Discord. If you need an invite, I can send you one. There's so many things being given away. It's kind of mind-boggling, and a ton of vendors. Bring me as your +1. I'll pretend to be a keyboard. I don't think you get a +1, unfortunately, dude. Would be nice. I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna take the boards there. Carry on, yeah, literally. I actually did take a carry on to the SF meet, and it was not sufficient. I gotta find something bigger. I'm OEM Korean. Let's just say I'm G on F1. I like it. Are you coming, Chris? Or are you guys gonna show up to represent? Do I have an F13? I don't think I do, boys. I got these. Guess these work? Do these work? No. That's def not gonna work. Oh, my back. I don't really have any Tiffany. I was so good on the theme, and I forgot to get an artisan. Rip. All right, we'll figure it out later. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, not this year. Neither of time. Once we get rolling, makes sense. Any artisan is F13 if you believe in yourself. I mean, I'm sure I got like a black and white one I can use. Actually, I see one right there. Oh shit, I think I'm missing some stuff in here, man. Am I missing some? I gotta do scoops? Unless you guys see an F and a J somewhere that I don't. No. Oh, let me check in my garage. I might have it. Hang on, I'll be right back. 1 sec. My bad. Okay. The set doesn't come with bar F and J? Oh shit, okay. Good looking out. But I did have, I remember I had this accent kit for the arrows, so we can maybe use those. I actually don't even think that's the right accent kit. Oh, it's not. I lied. I remember the guy saying it's a separate set. Solar flare. Oh yeah, shit. There you go. I think it's when it reflects off of bright colors, the auto color goes insane. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Sorry. As a general, are key people not a fan of dudes who mix and match sets? I don't know. I've mixed and matched sets before and people haven't said anything bad about it. Like on my Oku, I used 9s as an alert row with like GMK rubber hose. I thought it looked sick. People thought it looked sick. Yeah, I don't think people really care. If they do, fuck them. Fuck them. Right? Oh shit, I do have an artisan for this. I completely forgot. Trav might recognize where I got this from. I've never seen someone, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm the first. You know, man, it's such a subjective hobby. Like, do what you want. You know, have fun. That's what we're doing anyway, right? It's like the whole point of this thing. Keyboards are serious business, aren't they? Okay, let me go grab my artisan real fast. I actually picked it up at the SF meet. I think it should match like perfectly, so we shall see. Sorry. Oh crap. Last BRB. Did I open this? Man, that looks very clean though. Okay, BRB. And this artisan is courtesy of Latrialum. We got this cool little league themed Jinx keycap. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that's going to be absolutely perfect. And sure as shit, look at that. Look at that beauty. Theming is on point, guys. Theming is on point. I think we killed it. We killed it. Shout out to Mika. She's going to be a vendor also, by the way, at Keep Life. All right. our typing test. We're gonna go with our overhead sound, yeah. Let's see how we did. Okay. Telios loop film spring swapped, geez, on aluminum. Sheesh. Sheesh. Let me turn it down a little bit. Clickety clacking, man. Oh, man. Sheesh. Surprisingly clacky indeed, man. Let's see if it's the angle. So I would say it's in person. It's not quite as loud. I don't know why it's coming off super loud in the recording, or at least in my reference headphones. Let's see. Yeah, it sounds way louder than it does. Trying to get it to sound as close as I can too. Okay. Man, I think the board sounds really nice. I don't know how I feel about the Telios yet. It's very different. It's like a louder deeping. It's not bad. It's just different. But it does have a nice texture to it. It's got like that cherry kind of scratchy feel. I mean, the spacebar does slap. There's 0 resonance in the board that I can hear, like anywhere. This is sounds really, really good for top mount, man. Not for top mount, but as top mount. Lynx, yo, thank you for the follow. Hopefully you're having a good night or day, depending on where you're at. Appreciate it, though. Welcome to the squad. Yeah, these are growing on me. Stock frame, no force break. Very clacky. Zero resonance anywhere in this board. Zero resonance. This thing sounds as good in top mount from a resonance perspective as the Ecliptica does. I'm wondering if it's that inner plate design that's helping. Yeah, the Telios are a really interesting switch. I do like them. I actually do really like them. I feel like they're Gateron's closest to a cherry feeling switch that I've tried, for sure. Oh, wait, you guys can't even see my typing test. You guys couldn't even see my typing test. What am I doing? Let me give you guys a typing test. My bad. I'm over here clacking away. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Now try it with all artisans. Yeah, hard pass. Oops. How's it sound to you guys? Oh my gosh. Sounds clackier than you expected for Telios. I wonder if it's a difference in our modding styles. I mean, these springs are going to take some getting used to. These are, I've never tried 19mm springs from GODSSON. They have a decent amount of snapback. Maybe that's affecting the sound a bit too. Are they usually not this loud for you? Honestly, I feel like in person, it doesn't seem that loud. So I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe it's because I'm further back. I said 19 millimeter. These are 22 millimeter, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not a bad thing though. I think I like it. I like that it's louder. The switches feel nice though. Very, very fire. Very, very, very fire, man. Yeah, this shit sounds sick, bro. Honestly. This shit sounds very, very nice. I cannot front. It's a beautiful looking board. Oops. It's a beautiful looking board, man, too. Really looks sick. Simple, but like clean. I know the triple step thing isn't for everybody, but I mean, given when it was made, I'm guessing this was like more of a pioneer at the time. There's a lot of boards doing this now. But the aesthetic is cool. It actually kind of reminds me of the Forever. Yeah, the Telios I'm really enjoying. I definitely do want to rebuild it with the Cherry build. Try it out, but I'm in no rush. This is the config. I'll take it in to Keep Life. Sweet. Well, shit. I'll probably be messing with this for a while. Give Meg a little bit of a break. Said no one ever, Matt. Said literally no one ever. Yeah, said no one ever. Anyway. That's all we got, man. We're gonna finish a little early today, thankfully. So I get some sleep before work tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys had a good weekend, and I wish you guys have an excellent rest of your week. For everyone that's going, see you at Keep Life. Yeah, man, I agree. If only Telios weren't so expensive. Yeah, I will say I don't think they're worth the price, for sure. But anyways, GG's everybody. Have a good night. Catch you later.